Hello, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and subscribers all over the world. This is Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you with undiluted truth about things of life, about what is happening on our areas of jurisdiction and the areas in which we are called to represent. We, the Biafrans, what we know is love, peace, and unity. We don't deal with chaos, neither do we engage ourselves in anything killing or murdering our fellow human beings. So please, let's go straight into the news of the day. Remember, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own corners, where truth is the business of the day, or where truth is the business we trade on daily basis. Please listen attentively as we go straight into the news concerning this news of Chidinma who killed Ataga. The truth is coming out day by day, day in, day out, about the death of this young man, the owner of one TV station, somebody, a lawyer, Ataga, or whatever he may be called. You know, when these things happened, a lot of people was like, why must this guy do that kind of a thing, and what is the man doing with a young girl of this nature? Or whatever, and I told them that they should calm down. There's more to what is happening, and there's more to the death of this Ataga. So let us go to the news to know how Chidinma's foster father lied about Ataga's death. So more truth is coming out day in, day out. Do not touch the dial. I am here to give you the latest outburst about Chidinma, what he said, and about his foster father, who is standing for her at the time of these unprecedented issues. A deputy superintendent of police, Olusegun Bamidele, on Tuesday told the Lagos High Court sitting at the Tafawa Balewa Square that Chidinma Ojukwu, the alleged killer of the chief executive officer of Super TV, Usifo Ataga, and her foster father, Ono Ojukwu, did not tell the police the truth on the incident. Bamidele, who is serving with the homicide section of the State Criminal Investigation Department, Yaba, disclosed this while being cross-examined by Chidinma's lawyer, Mr. Onwuka Egu, during within trial. Chidinma, a 300-level mass communication student of the University of Lagos, Echoke, is standing trial over the alleged murder of Usifo Ataga. She is also charged with the stealing and forgery alongside one Adedapo Kwadiri and her sister Chioma Ebuchi. On the last adjourned date, Bamidele, who is the ninth prosecution witness, told the court how Chidinma transferred the sum of 5 million naira on June 15, 2021 from Ataga's account to another account. Bamidele said after the arrest of the first defendant on June 23, 2021, her statement was recorded on the June 24, adding that she confessed to killing Ataga. When the prosecution sought to admit the statement in evidence, Chidinma's counsel Egu refused, saying she did not make the statement voluntarily. That's as in she made the statement under duress on what happened to her lover in the same room and at the same bed and at the same time. The prosecutor then prayed the court to conduct waiting trial for Chidinma. Consequently, Justice Yetunde Adesanya adjourned the case till November 8 for trial. That is for November of yesterday. That is when the trial took place. At the resumed hearing of the matter on Tuesday, the Lagos State Prosecuting Counsel T.E. Onilaja announced appearance, while Egu is also announced his appearance for the first defendant. Bamidele, who was late in evidence in the waiting trial, narrated how Chidinma was arrested and how she was interrogated. When asked during cross-examination by the first defendant's lawyer to confirm that 4 people were arrested when his team visited 25 Akinwumi Street, Alabomeji, Yaba, he denied, saying 3 people were arrested. He said that night on June 23, 2021, the first team that visited came back with 3 people, the first defendant, Chioma Ojukwu, her foster father, Onu Ojukwu, and an underage girl. Those were the people I saw. I was in the second team that visited the address that night. Asked the day before the first defendant was paraded at the police command in Ikeja, he said on June 24. The council then asked if he was aware that prior to the parade, the first defendant and her foster father had an interaction with the commissioner of police at his office. He said he was not aware. When asked to confirm that Mr. Ojukwu was arrested on July 25 and kept in detention till August 19, 2021, he answered in the affirmative. Asked what Mr. Ojukwu and a 10-year-old were doing in police custody, the witness answered that Ojukwu said he was embarrassed by what Chidinma did and offered to assist in investigation. That was Ojukwu speaking. He said Mr. Ojukwu was not kept in a cell. He was kept in a protective room, and he received and escorted visitors at will. In the course of him staying with us, we stumbled on intelligence that there was an amorous relationship between the first defendant and her foster father. That gave the impetus that Mr. Ojukwu was not sincere and that he was aware of the offense that she is standing trial for today. That she, Chidinma, was concealing vital information from the police and from the investigation. We also established that the mother of the first defendant never approved the custody of the first defendant to Ojukwu, and it was on this basis that we charged him to court alongside 3 defendants at the magistrate court so that the court could decide if he could get bail, including one Babalola. The case was adjourned to November 10 for continuation of trial within trial. So that is all you need to know about Chidinma. So they have the case tomorrow coming up to decide what will be the fate of the young girl who, instead of going to school that she was sent for, other than diseased and looking for married men, sugar daddies, or politicians who will sponsor her lavish lifestyle. This is one of those who will go to school and come back with empty brains and with nothing inside, other than men, chewing-gum, makeup, wearing cha-cha trousers here and there, making noise here and there. They want to live a life that they never labored for. That is why they keep on falling victims to all these Yahoo boys who are into doing Yahoo Plus. Of course, a 300 level student, you are looking for a sugar daddy, looking for millions of naira. What are you going to do with it? Is that part of your education? Is that part of what you are sent to do? Or you want to become rich before you graduate? That is why you end up killing the man, so that you can confiscate every evidence on within to steal the man's money. Well, now you are receiving your own punishment at your own coin. At least other students who are into all this kind of runs should take a precaution and also advise themselves on what to do next, because this is really getting out of hand in this our country, Nigeria. What all these young girls are doing now, none of them now is even ready for marriage. None of them are even ready to mingle with a single man. They can only tell you that single men only take them to bed and nothing else, with a lot of promises. That the married ones are the ones who is taking the care of their needs. And that is why all of them have resorted to sugar daddies, relationship, and so on. So, my dear people who are into this kind of runs, if you are a woman listening to my voice, it is time for you to repent. Look for your bone of your bone. They are not talking. Nobody tell you to go and look for a bone of another person. It is not done and can never be done. So hear it now, before it is too late for you. Let's go straight into another PDP news. More problem for PDP. Pantami resigns from PDP. Let's see what happens. A former Gombe State Commissioner for Economy, Budget and Planning, Danladi Mohammed Pantami, has resigned his membership of the People's Democratic Party PDP. Okute News report that Pantami served under the administration of Governor Ibrahim Dankwambo. His resignation from the main opposition party was disclosed in a letter dated 7th November 2022, duly signed by Pantami and addressed to the ward chairman of the party, Malam Sidi, ward in Kwame, local government area of Gombe State. I write to notify you that I have resigned my membership of the People's Democratic Party with immediate effect. While thanking the party for the privileges accorded to me, please accept my esteemed regards. The letter read. Atiku should apologize to me or I will dump him. Bauchi, Governor, writes to Ayo. Okay, writes letter to Ayo. Meanwhile, there is more trouble for the PDP as Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State has asked the presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, to apologize for sidelining him in the happenings in the presidential campaign council. Ukutelu report that Mohammed, who was a former presidential aspirant, was recently appointed as the vice chairman of the PDP presidential campaign council North East. In a protest letter dated November 3, 2022, and addressed to the PDP national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu, Governor Mohammed said Atiku has not shown him the needed respect and the confidence to work. In the letter, the governor claimed that he was excluded from the activities of the campaign council as it relates to his office and was not carried along on certain decisions. Governor Mohammed added that of all the PDP presidential aspirants, he was the only one Atiku did not visit for reconciliation after the primaries. According to the governor, Atiku threatened to deal with him for contesting against him in the party's presidential primaries in Abuja, adding that he was targeted by some political gladiators loyal to Atiku. That is the problem we are having in the country. So when you come out to contest for presidential seat and you did not win, or the man who chooses to be the main target of all the people who have taken the presidential campaign, or who has taken the presidential seat of every 4 years as his inheritance, he will be threatening other junior ones who is coming up to campaign or to contest against him. You see the problem we are having. That is why the country cannot move forward. That is why we keep on repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So what is the need that people are out there clamoring for change, whereby the people who are supposed to initiate the change are not even doing so, other than they are waiting for their own this thing. I mean, this is awkward. This is uncalled for. I never supported that kind of primary, whereby they will be targeting you if you did not step down for them. This is very, very bad in the Nigerian politics. All these dirty politics they are playing in the country. I don't know why and how it will end in this country, because we are taking enough of all this rubbish. Structure of criminality. P2B defense claim Labour Party has no structure. That is what our own brother is saying. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has downplayed submissions that his party doesn't have the needed structure to win the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. Taking a shot at the existing political parties in Nigeria, Obi said the structure they claim to have is what has made the country as bad as it is and in need of better leadership. He described the existing structures by the parties in the country as structures of criminality that have hampered the growth and development of Nigeria, and that is the truth, and that is where this young man stand almost all the time. Have been appearing on different televisions and live TVs and live shows. Speaking in an interview with Trust TV, which was published on Tuesday, Obi listed some of the harms parties that claim to have structures have done to Nigeria. So let's go straight into what they do and what they are about to do. He said the structure they are talking about is the structure of criminality. It is the structure that has kept Nigeria where it is today. It is the structure that has produced the highest number of poor people living in a country. It is the structure that has produced the highest number of out of school children. It is the structure that has produced the highest youth unemployment. It is the structure that has produced not just past India in infant mortality. I can go on and tell you that the structure they are referring to is the structure of criminality and the structure of never do well, the structure of backwardness, the structure of unemployment rate climb to 60%, the structure of infrastructure 0%, the structure of oil theft, that is the structure they are talking about. And I wonder why all these TV stations, every time they keep asking all these stupid questions. What are the structure for you to win? What are the structure for you to win? Is the structure the thing to win elections now? Not competence, not somebody who is able and can deliver the country from where they have found themselves at the moment. And you're talking about structures. Can you imagine that even those who are contesting, they are too big? One person are too big, more than the 200 million people or more than 200 and something million people have in the country, not to appear on any live interviews or debates, as they may call it, simply because he feels that he is too big. But not that he feels that he is too big. The gospel to see the men that they don't know anything. They don't have what it takes to stand before the public. They are scared of the questions that the masses will throw at them, because most of them cannot even tell you the source of their income or their real age, other than using a football age in Nigerian politics. Imagine Tinubu appearing before that masses, and somebody will pick up microphone and ask you, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu Abijagaban or B. Kururuke, what is the source of your income? He will open mouth and close because it is not in his script. He never expected that anybody will ask them such a question. Or never ask Atiku, what is the source of your income? That you have how many over 250 skyscrapers in Dubai. I will open mouth and close. That is the simple truth. And you tell me you have built bridges across the country, and when you get to that debate, somebody will pick up microphone and ask you, can you explain to us what have you achieved in your 8 years as a vice president and many years as a custom DG? He will open mouth and close because it is not in their written script. That is why they are dodging, and they claim that they cannot appear. Okay, the other one said he was out of the country. Where you are flying private jet, if you are being called from wherever you say you are, that come or something is spoiling, or the PDP, they need you to come and organize some things so that you win the election. I'm very, very sure you will fly back from wherever you are. Bunch of scallywags, bunch of never do wells, never have nothing to offer other than swindling the country of the little economy they have. Now they are jumping up. When you ask them now, they will say they will do A to Z, they will do B to Y, they will do almost 1 to 100 or 1 to 1 million. That is exactly what Buhari did in 2015 when he was campaigning. He said he's going to buy dollar 1 to 1. Now all these their stupid what do you call it, spokesperson will come out and tell you now that we made this. You know that you made this. Why do you then accept the office if you cannot make any change? You meet insecurity. You are trying your best, but that is what you campaign. You are going to end insecurity. You are going to fight against corruption. Corruption is in the highest order now. You are going to make the dollar to be 1 to 1 to naira. That means this means just ordinary mere promises just to get into that seat. When you get there, everything becomes a story. Man, Nigerian stories, sometimes I don't know how and where to start to lament. Now Peter will be speaking. He said, I govern Anambra without having party members in the legislature. Speaking about his time as Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi said it doesn't matter that the Labour Party does not have any candidate for the National Assembly in many constituencies. He argued that this can't affect his ability to lead Nigeria as he governed Anambra without having his party members in the State House of Assembly. He said, don't worry about that. I govern Anambra State with 30 members of the House, none from my party, so don't worry about that. I have told you, we will secure and unite Nigeria. We will show purposeful leadership in all ramifications, said by Honorable Peter Obi of Labour Party. We are moving straight into another news in this afternoon broadcast of today, being the 9th day of November in the year 2022. We are moving forward. Please do not Do not off your phone. Do not touch the dial. Just give me your listening ear. I'm different from them. Peter Obi explains why he left PDP for Labour Party. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has explained why he is different from the other politicians who have at a time decamped to another party. Recall that Obi was a former People's Democratic Party PDP member before he decamped to Labour Party a few months ago. Okutedu reported that the former governor of Anambra State was a loyal member of All Progressive Grand Alliance (Ataga) before joining PDP. Obi dumped Ataga for PDP in 2014 and stayed 8 years in the nation's main opposition party ahead of the 2019 general election. However, Obi emerged as the vice presidential candidate for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, but they lost the election to Muhammadu Buhari. Subsequently, in May 2022, the former governor dumped PDP to join Labour Party. Fortunately for him, he was given the party's 2023 presidential ticket. However, there have been a series of submissions about Obi since he launched his presidential campaign. Some of the assertions Okute News understands have played down Obi's competency and ability to lead Nigeria, according to them. It is believed by some stakeholders that Obi is not different from other politicians who have dumped their former camp for their political gains. Some of the critics said due to his movement from one party to another and because he was a member of the political class that brought the country to its present situation, he cannot be different from them. You can't claim to be strange to PDP, according to people's opinion. Governor of Delta State and vice presidential candidate to PDP's Atiku Abubakar, Ifeanyi Okowa, recently echoed the knock on Obi, stating that the former governor cannot claim to be a different breed. Okowa, who spoke during a town hall meeting organized by Arise TV over the weekend, said Obi cannot claim to be a stranger to the main opposition party in Nigeria because he was once a member of the party. The APC chieftain said, "The last time I checked in 2019, I am sure Peter Obi was the vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar, and he paid a lot of tributes to Atiku Abubakar. And the last time I checked up till May 24, 2022, he was still an aspirant under the PDP. So he cannot claim to be strange to the PDP or to the party. It is wrong to present that situation to Nigerians, and I think it is important to address issues the way they are. I seek to do things right." However, in an attempt to defend his person, Obi, while interacting with Trust TV, said he is different from other politicians because he seeks to do the right things. According to him, he would rather lose doing the right thing than win doing the wrong thing. I am different. The difference is that when I see things not going the way I think they should, I move on. I would rather do the right thing and lose than to do the wrong thing and win. That is why I am different, the former governor noted in his remarks at the town hall meeting organized by Arise TV News and the other Kineko. So my great people of Biafra land, the lovers of freedom and lovers of mankind, those who love what I'm doing and those who support what I am doing, should also be aware that I am bringing this news right from my own perspective and the way I understand things. So please, in anything you don't understand on my broadcast, feel free to drop it in the comment section and I will answer you accordingly. So let's go to another news concerning Mr. Sowore and his ranting on daily basis, because that is what he is good in doing. They have settled for failed and clueless candidates Sowore fumes as he is excluded from presidential debate. Speaking by Sowore, activist and presidential candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC), Omoyole Sowore, has protested his non-inclusion in the major presidential debates ahead of 2023 general elections. Sowore, in a statement on Tuesday, lamented that organizers are inviting the same set of candidates whom he described as failed and clueless. Talking specifically, the AAC candidate said the information available to him shows he has been excluded by the Nigerian Election Debate Group from forthcoming debates. He made a claim on his Twitter page and vowed to stop the debates, saying they are fraudulent. How are you going to stop it? whereby when you are invited to a debate, instead of just to go concentrate on what you are being invited for, you will be causing troubles, making some unnecessary statements, even causing chaos on the hall, simply because you want to be noticed. Do you think that is the way you can be popular? It is not that way, my dear brother. Keep on working hard. I wish for you to rule Nigeria one day, because you are a youth, or even if you are not youth, but at least you still have age on your side. Not all these recycled old politicians and never do a politician who have no other business other than the clamoring from one seat to the other. I wish you all the best. So the road. It has come to our attention that the Nigeria Election Debate Group has excluded us from their series of presidential debates to highlight 2023 election. As typical, they have settled for failed and clueless candidates. We will ensure these fraudulent debates are stopped. Bala Mohammed visits Atiku. Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State on Tuesday paid a visit to the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar. Okute News report that the visit is coming amidst rumored rift between the two presidential stalwarts. Recall that the Bauchi State Governor has sent a letter to the PDP National Chairman Iyorchia Ayu, accusing Atiku of looking away as a crisis consumed the party structure in Bauchi. In a statement to newsmen by the new media aired to Bauchi Governor Lawa Muazu, Bauchi, Bala Mohammed led a delegation of Bauchi State stakeholders of the PDP to Abuja on a courtesy visit to Atiku in honor of an invitation by the national chairman of the party, Iyorchia Ayu. Members of the delegation were Senators Bala Kareya and Adamu Gumba, Speaker of the State House of Assembly Abubakar Suleiman, and BPS Samaila Boga. Also in attendance were Ayu, the DG of campaign, PDP Presidential Campaign Council, and Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwa, and former Governor of Jigawa Sule Lamido. Where are the Easterners? Where are the South in this meeting that to represent them and to know what they discuss on this very issue? And that is why we can keep crying, knocking his head from one end to the other. Look at how they are done now. Ayu was there. He's the national chairman of PDP. The DG of the campaign was there. Aminu Tambuwa was there. Atiku also was there. I'm very sure that the vice of Ayu is also there. Then where is the Easterner or South that will be there for them to make any decision? No single one is among them. They will make this meeting, conceal it, and none of any other candidate, any other stakeholder, either from the South or from the Southeast, will know what they have discussed. And we people are there shouting, PDP, PDP. You people have been left behind. Our mumu know too much. Our mumu done too much. It is high time we wake up and face the reality of life. That these northerners playing politics, you have nothing, just let them play their politics while you play your own politics. If you are thinking you are with them, my dear, you can only be a shoe shiner to them. And they can never include you when it comes to important issues. I'm talking to my brothers and sisters in the South and the Southeast who are jumping up and down saying PDP, especially this old man that they just included. Why they not call you in this meeting? What did they call him? Dan Oras, Chief Dan Oras. Why you are not among these people in this meeting, in this decision making? You can never be there because nobody regard you as anything. After all, they make you state a chapter for Kineko, and you are jumping up. Like PDP, Atiku have built bridges, because he built bridges across the world because he married 4 wives from different countries, from different ethnic groups. I have the whole ethnic groups in the Eastern region, in the whole country finished. We have over 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria. Over 250 ethnic groups. So let Atiku marry all of those ethnic groups. Then I will know that he is a pan-Nigeria who have built bridges across the nation. You are telling me he built bridges? Come, no lads. I'm very, very disappointed in you. And I'm very, very angry with you for coming out on the social media and said Atiku have built bridges across the world. And remembering he released goods for people to come to pay. And okay, with the DG now that they're doing it, other custom officers who have been doing it are they not the same thing with Atiku? So why can his own turn be different? And you are there opening your mouth saying you have a building where after all he married from 3 different, you have a Fulani that Igbo added, you have Dan Orash, you are a disappointment to Igbo community. You are a disappointment, and I'm very, 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 very angry with you. My good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and lovers of mankind, this is where we are going to stop this broadcast until I come your way again and still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own Daily Talks corner, bringing to you this news as it is hot. Please remain calm and remain blessed until I come your way again. Me is going now. I am signing out. Have a nice day. Please share this content. Share it. Make sure you keep sharing it until you get to the people who require to hear about this broadcast. Until I come your way again, please have a nice day. Do take care of yourself. While you are driving, please drive carefully. When you are driving Okada or you are entering, please be watchful where you enter so that you don't make mistakes. Bye for now, my great people of Biafra land and Nigeria at large. I'm going to Bon voyage.